Let's look at how to use the OTC trading function on Phemex. So from the home page, you're going to go up to Buy Crypto and click on OTC Trading. All right, now we're on the OTC Trading panel, but you can see over here that your account status is gray, which means that you haven't enabled your OTC account. So let's do that now. Click here and you'll get the disclaimer that you can read and agree to, then it'll let you continue. Then you pick individual or institution. We're going to go with individual. Then you'll be brought to this page where you'll need to fill in some personal info. For the account email, make sure this is a main email that you always maintain access to because you'll need it for any future communications with the OTC account. Then you'll put in your first name, middle name, last name, and then select your country from the drop-down list. And then put in your address over here. And then the other details of your address down here, city, state, zip code. And then select your date of birth. Remember to make sure it's your real address, real date of birth, everything matches your IDs because this is OTC verification. Then you'll put in your telephone number here. Then after all of this is filled out, you can save and continue. Next, you'll be brought to this page where you'll need to put in your proof of identity, your selfie, your proof of residence, and type in your passport number. So proof of identity, make sure you have a good copy of your passport and then choose that file and upload it here. And then for selfie, as the instructions here say, make sure it's a very clear picture of yourself facing the camera, not wearing glasses or anything. You don't need to hold up your ID, it just needs to be a clear picture of you so that they can make sure it matches your ID. And then proof of residence, as the instructions say, something that has your address and your name on it. And then you'll have to type in manually your passport number or US driver's license number. So if you're outside of the US, choose a passport. Then you can save and continue. Now you're going to need to fill in your banking info, account name, account address, bank name, bank address, bank country. Some of this you might need to get from your bank. Make sure it matches whatever bank account you'll be using for the OTC. Bank account number, your SWIFT code. Again, if you're not sure, you can contact your bank. And then your routing number. Then you'll need to upload a proof of bank account, which can be a recent bank statement that includes your name and address. After you filled these out, you can save and continue. Then you'll need to answer these questions. You can just read them yourself and answer. Then you'll need to fill in your employment information. So as the instructions say, as much info as possible, like your employer, your position, that sort of thing. Mention your source of income, such as salary, and your source of net wealth, in case you have a lot of money from something other than your salary, you can put that in. And then description of how you would use this OTC account, as this says assets you're interested in and estimated amount per month. Then you can save and continue. Are you sure it's all correct? If it is, yes, submit. And after you've done all that, your application will have been submitted successfully, and you'll need to wait 1 to 2 days to hear back from them, see if you've passed it or not. All right, now we're back at the OTC trading page, and if you look up here, you can see this is now blue, your account status. That means you've passed your OTC, and you can start using this. Remember, if it's gray, you still need to go through the OTC verification process. Over here, you can see your crypto balance, and down here you can see your US dollar balance. If you look here, you'll see that each crypto has a balance in black and one in blue. So the one in black shows your balance on Phemex, and the blue part shows your balance on Legend. If your balance is currently on Legend, then that means it's being processed, which will usually take 1 working day. Okay, so let's sell some ETH. Over here, you're going to select which crypto you want to sell. And then the minimum amount you can sell is 500 USD equivalent of any crypto. All right, let's select ETH and then click sell. And then let's enter the amount. You can enter up to 4 decimal places. Then click request a quote. This window will pop up and you can review everything about it. But if you look down here, there's a time limit, which is usually about 10 seconds. Once it's expired, you can't sell anymore. You'll have to click cancel and request the quote again. So request quote again, and this time click sell. And it will say trade executed. You can review it once again, but also you'll get this information in an email. Now, if we take a look at our balances, you can see that our ETH balance has gone down and our fiat balance has gone up accordingly because we just sold ETH. Now we can click on order history to review all the history of our orders. And if you want more information, you can scroll to the right. Here at the end, you can find the trade ID, which is something you'll want to reference if you have any questions about a particular trade. All right, now let's go back. Remember, whenever you're on the OTC pages and you want to go back, click this home button here rather than the back button. All right, now we're back at the main page, so let's do a buy. Now, since we sold ETH, let's buy ETH back. Request quote, and again, you'll get the details. You'll have 10 seconds to buy or cancel. Let's go ahead and click buy, and trade is executed. All right, now that the buying trade was executed, let's look over here at your Ethereum balance. You can see that there's now numbers in the black balance and the blue balance. Remember that the blue balance represents your balance with Legend, which is processing, just as the note down at the bottom says. And again, the black balance shows your balance with Phemex. So once your process is finished, it will appear black on your Ethereum balance, which means it's finished processing, and it will be your balance with Phemex. All right, that's all for the trading part. So now let's talk about deposit and withdraw, which you can find down here. So first, let's look at the deposit page. If you click here, you'll find the wire instructions for wiring money to Legend. Of course, the wiring will be done through your bank, so this just shows all the information you're going to need. But on here, pay special attention to this code at the very bottom right here, because this is the reference code that's unique to each user and identifies who is wiring the funds to Legend. All right, let's go back and do a withdraw. So here we're on the withdraw funds page, and here you can input the balance that you want to withdraw. And below, you'll be able to check your details of your bank. These aren't editable because you've already confirmed them with Legend during the KYC process. So when you're ready, you can click withdraw, and then you can confirm by clicking the blue button in the pop-up window. And if you confirm it, then the withdrawal should be completed in 1 business day. You can also check the history here. You'll need to change it to the time range you want to look at. And you can check all the history of your withdrawals. All right, now let's go back. Remember, when you go back, click on this little home page rather than the back button. And now we've done all the trading and we've shown deposit and withdraw. So one other thing is here you can find at the bottom of the page, there are some FAQs. And these will have important questions that you might want to look at. Particularly useful is the trading fee tab. You want to take a look at that before making your trades on here. If you look over here, you'll see 3 columns. The wire fee is charged by your bank. And then the trading fee in the middle is charged by Legend. And as you can see, the larger trading sizes incur smaller fees.
Excited to exhaust your credit card's limit this Cyber Monday? Well, so are hackers and snoopers. Secure your connection with end-to-end encryption and have a safe online shopping experience.